So that one last night was a very, very tough watch. We were nowhere near it, like the whole game, let's be honest. I think up until we made the substitutions, we looked a lot better. They couldn't really go on and make anything happen really well. Deshaun Bernard was brilliant at the back, let's be honest. But Danny also says that it was hard work. It was very hard work with it. It wasn't pretty. We had to defend a hell of a lot. And they were better side. The Wednesday manager basically turned around and said they were much better side. And I think we could all see that last night. All they were missing last night was a goal. That's it. All they needed to round off a really good performance by them was a goal. Danny had this to say, for us, it was a hard-working point to get something here. I think it was a tough one for both sides. Both sides were very well organised, pressed and tried to think. We know there's a lot of transitional moments, and that's the team who is more clinical in these will get more chances. First half, Bristol were the better team. In the second half, we came into the game, prepped better and had more calmness on the ball. There were not so many chances for either side, but all in all, I'd take a point. I'm happy with the first away point. The journey is going in the right direction. Now, the thing is, one of the things I noticed and said in the watch along last night, and thank you for everyone who turned up and joined me. Also, on that, like, share and subscribe to the channel, much appreciate it. Liking helps the algorithm, sharing gets in front of people's faces, and subscribing lets me know you like the channel. Hit that notification bell to let you know when videos go live. We're doing a debrief tonight at 7 PM. Join us so you can have your say on what happened in the game as well. But one of the things I said last night was the fact that we looked like in the first half, we were good for the first 10 to 15 minutes, but our press disappeared. Our press completely disappeared, was non-existent. Then as soon as we made the subs in the second half with Kabachi and Gassama, and when Smith came on, the press suddenly magically appeared. And we've done this in a couple of games. For me, the last couple of games that we've had where we started well for the first 10-15 minutes and got off the pace, we've given the opposition too much chance to get forward. We sat back too much. It's like we were trying to invite the pressure and then bring them on the attack. Now, Danny's man enough and good enough to admit that we weren't good enough last night, but we got the first away point of the season, which is important. It's a point we haven't lost, and we kept more importantly, a clean sheet. We have not had a clean sheet since first game of the season, I don't think. And it's nice to finally get another clean sheet and get that sorted. Well, that'll help the defence. That'll give the defensive side a lot more positivity. Now, for me, I would like to see Ingolson in the next lineup. I think he probably deserves a bit of a chance. There was at one point looked like he was going to come on. Now, there was a lot of talk about last night where Pato at the minute and stuff like that. So there are bits and pieces where you look at what Danny is trying to do and trying to get sorted and get people going. But last night, you look at how he set up. The back line was actually perfect, but the front line, I think it really struggled. Josh Windass struggled to get into the game completely. You saw Masaba made the run but didn't have the end products. And I think Danny was very honest about this when he spoke to our club media and Guy Sports about how we just weren't great sometimes in the transition, and when we did have the transition, they broke it up quickly. So I think he set up to get the point, and then second half in the hour mark, he set up to try and go for the win. And at one point we were attacking and we were the team on top a lot more. And the thing is, last night's game was interesting because it was like the teams that had conceded the most on set pieces and corners and in general played each other last night, and neither one of them got it. And it's also, I think there was a stat that popped up on the screen last night that between the 76th minute and the 90th minute, Bristol City were the top of that and we were just below that with getting goals. So it said a lot about both teams. A point is what we really needed just to get to keep us without losing again. A clean sheet was very much important, but Danny's right. They were the better team, but it was a hard point to get, and we've got to build on it now. We have to start finding a way of getting goals. We have to start finding a way of getting goals. I think for me, Ugbo, if you're playing him up top on his own, that's not where he's good at. You saw a lot of his goals last season came from poaching inside the box, getting balls in the box and being able to do it that way. That's his game plan. That's where we've got to play to his strength. Right now, we're not playing to his strength. So when Smith came on, he did well, and you have people get closer to him. It'll come. Goals will come. But we really need to step up with how we play at times and just make sure we can go back into this not conceding goals as much, because that's the big concern I've got at the minute, is the amount of goals we concede and then not being able to make the pressure count when we have got it. So yeah, I think Danny's right in what he says. A hard point we got, but a point is nonetheless a point. It's more than we had the last couple of away games we've done, and we kept the clean sheet. So let's see if Danny and the boy can build on this.